finish the mission.
I'm starting to feel like Crosshair is secretly a sadist. Anyone else with me on that, or is it just me? Anyway, this was without a doubt the turning point for this show, where we just had a lighter adventure in the previous installment and an emotional opening for its debut. This one decides to bend its audience over the table and remind them that shit should be taken seriously in Star Wars.
I will force you two to grieve properly, even if it kills us all!
I remember watching this episode originally and feeling a little lethargic to it. Compared to its previous episodes, this wasn't exactly the strongest adventure in terms of the Bad Batch, with trying to fix their ship after running into a battery licker, which isn't something I'd necessarily call a thrilling adventure. But like the Purrgil to Ezra came back in the finale for Rebels, this one turned out to be a rather important moment, delivering one of the most unsettling scenes to ever come out of Star Wars animation, and damn, I was fucking happy to see it.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
People have been known to complain as they do best, and state that the Clone Wars, Rebels and Bad Batch, for example, don't carry any legitimacy or gravitas to justify their existence. They're merely just for kids.
Would you please shut the hell up?
To that I say, it was quite the spectacle for everything we received with Crosshair, and offering audiences a firm understanding of the character, and given dimensions to someone we thought we understood, but as it turns out, he's more complex than what we see. Little animation details like twitches, facial movements, and of course dialogue did an excellent job of establishing his mental state, and that was confliction. Crosshair serves his programming, but as we discover later in the show, he's serving what he truly believes. Crosshair can see what he's doing and believes it's right, but he wants his brothers by his side. To give you a rundown of this one real quick, we follow two running plots, one focused on Crosshair, and the Batchers chasing a Pokemon. Okay. I'm mostly kidding, but this side of the story that follows the Bad Batch trying to repair their ship following an escape from Seleucami, in retrospect, isn't exactly what I'd consider an exciting moment or what we grow to expect from this series. I guess it didn't need to be a true spectacle, as it was done to demonstrate Omega's capabilities, and how she manages stressful situations when she's removed from every comfort piece around her, including the likes of Hunter, Wrecker, Kamino, Nala Se, Cut and Sue. All of it was gone. She had to fend for herself, and they did a really good job of conveying that. It's always interesting to see additions to Omega, and she receives a heck of an arc throughout the show, but this episode would have been the worst of the series if it wasn't for Crosshair's storyline.
Why you boring me? I'm right.
We follow him on the other side of the fence, where he's given a small squad of unnamed troops who have been enlisted by the Empire following that conscription soldier scheme that Tarkin wants to employ to phase out the clone troopers going forward. And you know these people are going to die because they're not named. Just look at any background extra or special guest in The Walking Dead if you don't believe me. But he's sent back to Onderon to wipe out Saw and the remaining militia on World, after being deemed a threat by the chief in command, now Admiral Rampart, who seems rather collected in his mannerisms but little love lost for the clones, and holds Crosshair to high expectations. When Crosshair arrives with his new squad, he acts quickly to welcome them to the barbecue, where the remaining militia become the Burkettes, and the only thing that would have cemented Crosshair as a psychopath even further would have been for him to start roasting marshmallows. Just before this, and a little while after, his new squad begin to question his capabilities as a leader, which ends horribly for one of them in this, but this offers an intriguing awareness to certain civilians' perspectives regarding the Republic, and how they feel the Empire could be the salvation they needed, casting more of a shadow over the legacy of the Republic, and leaves you with the question of what were the Jedi and the Republic actually doing to support the galaxy. The visuals of this one were striking. To witness something like this was awesome but disturbing at the same time, helped by the stunning animation, great camera work, and one of the best character studies to come out of this whole show. Given the right amount of return that people wanted regarding Crosshair, but not so much that it destroys any mysticism around his character direction. You have just those little nuances that clue you into how he's potentially feeling. This is oddly one of those that I would recommend to people just for Crosshair's character work. And it allows us as the audience to discover the moments of the Empire's early inception without detracting too much from the focus of the named characters. Season 2 seems to be running with that theme a little more. That's going to do it for me though. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. I'd love to know what you all thought of this episode. Was this a loss or a win for you? Leave a like as it's Christmas, so the season of giving and all, and don't forget to subscribe as I've got more content on the way and you can continue to check out everything I've done before this. Until next time though everyone, take care and may the Force be with you.